be so interested, rather than you not being like her.
No,
like playing her.
When her brother did a speech,
that came out all wrong, guys.
No, it's all right. Her brother did a speech at our wedding in lieu of father of the bride sort of thing. And he was brilliant, his speech, wasn't he? But he said he actually referred to him and Sam as
him?
Sorry.
Oh dear, new career.
No, because I'm talking about him. So he referred to you and your sister as Milton Keynes' answer to the Mitchell sisters.
Oh, I love that.
Roxy and Ronnie.
Yes.
That has stuck with us as well, actually. Everyone thinks it's really funny, and I'm like, no, it's not a joke.
She'll be like, bring it on.
Yeah, but then there's a Phil and Grant thing going on over here.
We've got our new cast of EastEnders. HomeFix, eat your heart out.
There you go. So that's what I would, well, back in my childhood, that's what I really wanted to do.
But you can still do it now, part-time, can you?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be a little extra.
Yeah, be an extra. What about you, Barry?
Well, similar. I was always I started working at 15 in Iceland. Used to be B-Jams, and it became
Were you called Thelma?
B-Jams.
What's your name?
Louise.
Only on the weekend.
And as soon as I turned 17, I wanted to pass a test, so I had that independence to go out and get a job. So I think I passed my test 2 weeks after my 17th birthday, and I was in a car and... Yeah, I worked at various jobs. I worked at Dolphin Splashdown as a lifeguard.
You were a lifeguard?
And I wasn't even qualified.
Oh.
I wasn't even qualified. I got taken. I can take that. It was 1992, so it don't really matter now. And it's been knocked down. It's a Sainsbury's, but I got taken on as a catering assistant.
Wow.
And then they were getting short-numbered on lifeguards. They went, "Can you swim?" "Yeah." "Okay, can you get down there, please?"
That's insane. Like,
and I was just
you
kind of
loved it though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, because I was like 17 years. No, we didn't walk around like we all had shirts on. It wasn't like walking around with like a thing over it like David Hasselhoff or anything like that.
David Hasselhoff.
Oh,
you didn't think he was good looking?
Oh, I did.
Oh
I've
my
got a
God.
thing for David.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have. I shouldn't really have said
Like
that.
now.
Oh, he doesn't look too bad. He's had a lot of work done, but he doesn't look too bad.
He's probably about 74 though, isn't he?
Oh, I still would.
I would.
Maybe I shouldn't admit to
No,
that,
I wouldn't.
should I? Yeah, sorry.
That's all I know. Sorry, that's funny.
Yeah, where are you going with that?
Yeah.
So I was never going to be a lifeguard or anything like that. But and it was just a route into sales. So then I was a sales rep for underground power cables, and then I applied to become a Club 1830 rep.
No.
Yes. So in
He lived his dream.
1996, I went on my first lads' holiday. And I loved it so much I didn't want to leave. And I was speaking to the reps out there. No, I came home that time. But then I applied in the winter, had all the interviews throughout the course of the winter, and by April 1997 I was in Ibiza. And then I did three summers there, did a winter season in Tenerife.
And this is a family show, so we don't need to know anything.
No.
Stories, keep it clean, keep it clean.
No. So yeah, and that really sort of... That was a hard sale. You know, you're always trying to make people book the trips and things like that.
And I guess all the drinking and your liver, and dancing, and keep it up. That's got to be hard. I know it sounds really bad.
Yeah, maybe I should be a professional wine taster or something like that. Maybe that was my career.
Oh, maybe that was. Oh, no, but your
run a winery.
You know those allergy tests you can do? Barry said he was allergic to wine.
Me too, and Prosecco, and I love them both.
Me too. Wine and chorizo, or paprika were my two things. It's right at the top of the list, and I stopped neither of those. I love chorizo and I love white wine.
I love wine.
And red wine.
Never stop.
I like any wine, to be honest with you.
I don't mind. Prosecco, champers prefer.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a bit of
that's not really.
Yeah.
We're not fussy.
Oh, no, definitely not fussy. So
sales is the
sales
answer.
would be
I would have stuck with sales because
Yeah.
before I left FSG and we started and HomeFix started, everything was a sales role. So I would have continued in some vein with another company in some sort of sales role. It's pretty much all I knew. I never really left school with any qualifications or anything like that. I wasn't someone who particularly applied myself at school. Didn't really like school. Liked having friends at school, but just didn't really like the whole.
Just not the academic sitting still.
Wasn't my bag. So.
And I think the way of the world's changed now.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't, a lot of young adults and children don't want to sit at a desk and just be shouted at or talked at. I want to be on the job learning. I could never learn like that either.
Our son's like that, very much like that.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same.
Yeah, and I think it's boring. Like, the topics are so outdated, but we're going off a tangent.
No, we are. No, it's all right.
Totally off
No,
a
it is.
tangent.
That's maybe a topic for another time. But the fact that education in terms of the curriculum isn't that much different to what it was in the 70s and 80s.
And you think, like, when we're talking about trades and stuff, and I know we're going off on a tangent, but could you imagine what the young adults of today could learning a trade?
Oh, absolutely.
From education rather than...
Believe it or not, fascia, soffits, cushioning, cladding fitters is really, really, really hard to come by. Most of them train at college doing carpentry. Yes. But there are
and then go into
MVQs.
And then sort of,
there are MVQs.
because you're working with PVC instead of wood, but you're still cutting, you're still doing angles. So a lot of the fitters we use come from that background, or roofers or that type of work.
Of course.
But no one really leaves school. You get plenty of kids that go, oh, I'm going to be an electrician, or be a plumber, I'm going to be
they don't know
plasterer, painter, decorator.
Exactly.
But no one really sort of says, I'm going to fit fascia, soffits and cladding.
Definitely not, because they don't know, but if they were educated. But going off on a tangent.
Off
on a tangent.
Well, talking about trades is still, we are at Trade Mastermind and Trade Podcast.
So what's your favourite memory, guys, of being together and that you have together? What's your favourite memory?
Quite a few. I would say most of them. I don't know. I think I've probably got 2 or 3.
Sure.
Obviously, having the children, that's like just cool.
And the grandson, and the grandson,
absolutely.
And the grandson.
But memories, as in experiences and making memories. Probably our wedding day.
Oh.
Nah.
Oh no, we're going to start a fight.
That was a no.
It makes the top 10, but it's not.
What
the
we
top.
really needed is some snowballs.
You know what?
So
I should have bought you some snowballs. So in the office, there's a story like when Henry was having chemo, was in high dose chemo. It started snowing outside, and obviously he wasn't allowed to go outside. Oh. So one of the play specialists went and bought some fake snowballs. So we had a snowball fight.
Brilliant.
So every year we give all the hospitals we support a box of snowballs to play. But we could have had a snowball fight today.
We could have done, yeah.
Do you know what?
Easy in hindsight,
I'm going to give you some snowballs for your next podcast.
I think you've probably still got them. You used to use them for Elf on the Shelf. You had some in the loft.
We have actually got something. Yeah, the Elf on the Shelf that took over quite a lot of my time.
Oh, I love it.
So what you said 3 things anyway. So if one was a wedding day,
not only because that sounds awful. I didn't mean it.
Only
because not only because we had surprise singing waiters, and it was
it was
a really new
they
thing
were
back
good
in
fun.
the day. But it was absolutely brilliant. And the guy had hidden his microphone under my napkin.
No
and
way.
to this day, they had a falling out. He dropped the tray.
He fell over.
All of our friends. He fell over. All of our friends and family are looking, going, "Oh, awkward." He comes straight over to me, apologising, and then he literally took it out and then started singing, and everyone was just in complete.
Yeah, he breaks into "I want to break free."
Oh no, I've seen it on social media, and is it as good as?
They're brilliant.
So funny. Yeah, it's just one of those highlights of my life that our friends and family were up on the tables and chairs dancing. It was absolutely.
Yeah, they did about 4 or 5 songs because you think it's just him, and then all of a sudden he goes into a duet, and one of the other waiters picks up, and then there's 2 of them. There was 2 of them.
Yeah.
The man and a woman.
Wow,
and ironically, the only people that knew were me, Barry, and Lauren. And Lauren
no one else
how
knew?
old was she?
Lauren would have been
God, I can't even
12, 13.
Yeah, but she completely forgot about it. So
did she?
I forgot you told me about that. So it was
she was obviously thinking.
Lucas was too young. Lucas was only 2.
Yeah, 2 and a bit, wasn't he? But yeah, that's one of my very special memories. And the final one for me would have been, what would you say actually, Barry?
Lapland.
Yes,
Lapland. You guys have been to Lapland.
Quite the most magical place I've ever been to.
And is it as grand as
even...
We went to a zoo in the middle of
nowhere. We didn't go to the commercial part, so there was no sort of strip of lights with lots of different things. So we were really secluded.
With polar bears and stuff. It was absolutely mad. Guys. We got lost in the zoo, it's completely covered in.
But it's dark by 1:30 in the afternoon.
Nowhere.
So
it is actually like
sunrise around 10:30, dark again by 1:30, 2 o'clock.
We literally couldn't find our way out of this zoo.
No, but it was walking around, and it's dark, and there was this igloo. And you walked in, and it was an ice igloo, and there was a bar there, and all your glasses are all fallen from. And we didn't even know it was there. It was part of the whole complex, but we were just walking around trying to thinking, Christ, it's dark. We had head torches on, didn't we?
We did.
Oh my gosh, guys,
that sounds special.
And Lucas was only 6, so we were just pulling him around on a little sled, and then we were throwing him down the hill.
Did you do the whole husky?
Yeah,
we did huskies.
I've always thought.
Have you not seen the social media thing where she's going up, giddy up, giddy up? She goes, "Come on, horses, come on, horses."
Right, I'm digging.
She's calling them horses. horses and we were
digging.
riding on huskies.
I am digging this afternoon,
Yeah, we did
guys,
that.
and I suggest everyone else does as well. Then we ask questions next podcast.
Reindeer, and then because we were doing Elf on the Shelf at the time, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
So we took his elf, and he was like, "Where's what did we call him? Something in
Ben and Holly.
Ben and Holly, like
I
like
love
the
it, like,
Yeah.
that was
so
one
they
of
went
Henry's
missing,
favourite
and he was like, "Where are they,
things,
Dad? Where are they?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"We'd given them to the staff.
Oh,
they
you
took
had
it to
it.
Santa's grotto,
And they were up there.
then we
at
got
Santa's
picked up on the
grotto.
little jet ski things and taken into the woods, and then there was this house all sort of candle lit in the woods." And as we went in there, Ben and Holly were behind Santa.
Right, now
Guys,
this has
that
become,
sounds
we need to write a
magical.
little thing on this now saying over
Magical.
18s only because you're killing it for some children.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah, I
need a
don't-
little
Careful
bit of
what you
parent
say.
advisory
Yeah,
thing.
parent
Ser-
advisory, yeah.
So
Yeah.
in the business podcast world, what child is going to be logging in to watch our show?
Good point. Okay.
Answers
So-
on the postcard.
Yeah, so Lapland, I sort of joke about
Yes.
the wedding thing. I'm just trying to talk about since the whole, a lot of our memories have been from holidays.
Yeah.
New York, where I proposed.
And you leant on the table. You got champagne.
Yeah.
And you leant on the table, got down on one knee, and then
As I went
leant
to
on
get
the table
up.
to get back
Yeah.
up, and the whole bottle of champagne.
The whole table came up, the whole champagne.
covered in champagne.
Was it Tavern on the Green in Central Park? And I said, "Don't worry, the Americans' customer service is great. They'll give us some more champagne." Did they?
I bet they didn't. I bet they did. But did
didn't.
you run like Phoebe around Central Park?
No, I didn't.
Oh, damn, that's all I want
They
to do.
gave us a box of matches. I was like, oh.
What do you want us to do,
I
like
would've
the
got
table?
champagne.
There's a reason that place shut down after we.
Yeah,
After
they
I
didn't
proposed.
get any more custom from you guys.
Yeah, New York being that
Yeah.
one,
I love that.
and another one, top three.
What would be your next one?
He hasn't got
This, the podcast.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. We have had some Dubai this year when we went up the world's tallest building.
That was
pretty
amazing.
special.
What was the weather
very
like? Was it
special.
nice?
It was nice. Yeah, it was
Beautiful.
24,
Yeah,
25,
really
and
nice.
things like that. But
That
yeah,
was really good.
and
I enjoyed that.
Great experience.
yeah,
The view.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the sunset in
Spectacular.
the desert was also amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
it's lush.
oh god, there's more. I went up to
Have
top.
some good memories.
See, you did.
Oh, I skied from the top of Mont Blanc, but you weren't there, so that's a great memory.
Right, we're going to have a fight, guys. We're going to